Welcome again, dear friends, now to the Friday edition of Fresh Bread. Well, you know I love my Fridays. I hope you enjoy your Fridays as well. It's a great day of the week. We look forward to the weekend. Church is just 2 days around the corner. We're going to wrap up our Fresh Bread. We have 2 more days, and I'm going to try to get as much as I can in these next 2 days. We were talking earlier this week, as you might know, about the idea of getting more technical expertise and having some people come in and look at what our needs are from an objective standard. What can we do from infrastructure, such as improving our Wi-Fi coverage, maybe improving our bandwidth, maybe getting better equipment, things of that nature, to even developing online presence, such as, well, a website. Does either church have a website? Not specifically, Tom Lynn has created one called kaumc.church. Is it an actual website for the churches? Well, yes and no. It does serve the purpose, but as far as what we need, we probably should have something that's a little more specific to these 2 churches that would be more of their own websites. And we so much appreciate what Tom does. But again, we need to go ahead and move into this realm. So both churches need to have their own area where they have the ability to get the word out in all these different fashions. So we need, of course, a website. We need to be able to stream our programs, our services, live and in archive form. We need a Facebook presence, maybe an Instagram presence. We need a Twitter feed. We need to start moving into these areas. And so one of the things, if we were to do the ministry fairs I was telling you about the other day, which again we had back, I believe, February 16th, 2022, the teams that were represented there was children, youth, and families. We had a presentation on that. That was an area that we decided needed to be addressed. So children, youth, and families, that was one area. The next one was, I believe, outreach and evangelism, where we reach out into our neighborhoods and our community, into our city and state, and welcome people over to our church. So outreach and evangelism. Then we had worship, which is, again, just that whole concept of what kind of services do we want to have? What type of music do we want to have? Are people happy with it, or do they see a need for a change? And then finally, congregational care, where the members help reach out to those who need some attention, maybe through visitation, phone calls, whatever it might be. So the next team I want to add, and probably the last one for now, is what I call a tech team. That's a technology team that's going to help us to move into this area where they can use some of their abilities and some of their expertise and to show us what we can do as a church to move into these areas. And so that's really the goal. I, of course, have a Facebook page that I started because that was the only way I knew how to get both churches in the same area, where I didn't have to do a new Facebook page for Kansas Avenue or one for Oakland, and then constantly go back and forth because there could be conflicts with different things going on. So again, that's the reason we do what we're doing right now, is that we just want to go ahead and make sure that we are doing everything we can to reach this other group that's not coming to church. And so again, we want to have our equipment in place for live streaming that's going to be of a high quality. Someone asked me today at church, and I'm recording this on Sunday, January 1st, 2023, why aren't we seeing the camera down there? And it was because I wanted a better quality of production, so that when we put it online, when we put it on our website or put it on one of our different online platforms, it's going to have a good quality, it's going to sound good, it's going to look good. And so I wanted to move us into that direction. I believe there is an interest in that. Again, we just need all hands on deck. Anyone with any expertise in computers or anything of that nature, please come see me. I really need your help. Well, again, tomorrow we will wrap this discussion up about what our visions are for 2023 with some of the programs and priorities for the churches. I hope you'll come back and join us for the weekend edition tomorrow on Fresh Bread. Until then, God bless you. Have a great Friday. We'll hope to see you back here tomorrow.